Hello, everybody, and welcome back to M&J Games. I am Michael, and today we are looking at a wonderful movie-style park. And this is going to be fun because I really haven't done too many spotlights on parks like this. But this is called Wonderworld Studios, and it is created by Stuntman Sam 21. Now, the description says, "Welcome to Wonderworld Studios, filming attractions such as Mad Max, Jurassic Park, Top Gun, Sonic, SpongeBob, and much more with an unusual twist, I'm guessing. I don't know why I blanked that out. Big thank you to the users who have uploaded on the workshop, and my creations will be available to download. Make sure to check out the a roller coaster at night, and most of all, enjoy." So it's made on the PS4 because we're right at 65%, and as you can kind of see some overview and stuff of this park. I'm really excited to take a look at this. Looks really good from an overview. And it's really cool too because I always, when I make a park spotlight, try to reach out to the creators beforehand if possible. So by the way, if you haven't changed your settings on your PlayStation account, if you need to allow, if you want people to maybe contact you about their park, they need to change your settings that allow you to be able to get messages from people who you aren't friends with. But this creator said that he was a subscriber of the channel, and so it's really cool to kind of reach out to people and mention how much, I really enjoy their parks or how cool their parks are, and then to get the response talking about, oh, hey, they know the channel and so forth. So it's pretty cool thing. So yeah, it's called Wonderworld Studios, and let's go ahead and get started with this tour. So here we are at the entrance. And by the way, before we get started, I will say I still have a little bit of a cough that I've had for about a week and a half now. So I apologize if I cough every once in a while, as I know it's annoying to hear. It's annoying to have a cough. So I just apologize beforehand. But right away, really love this setup of using the TVs here to kind of present as possible like entrances and stuff. Now, the only thing I would suggest that I would do differently, and if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to take a second to do this real quick. But as you can see, you've got a little bit of the path right there, don't you? So one thing you could do is you could change the path settings to the curb off the ground and no railing on ground paths. So then now, oops, let me get out of this view, which I don't know why it's not letting me. I don't know why it's not letting me change the. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so let's just go back to this. Let's say keep the path as is. So if you get rid of this stuff, you can then create your own custom curbing if you really wanted to, either using and custom railings and stuff. You could use whether you want to use, say, you could do columns, so you could use the, ooh, this is a cool one. You could do the Bavarian style, but you could turn it sideways like this to where it gives a little bit more depth with it in terms of that part of it. So you could do something like that, kind of lower it down the ground a little bit. It's up to you. The only reason why I'm suggesting that is because then if you have the freedom of creating your own custom part like that, you're not showing the railing right there kind of showing through the wall. And also, I know you're close to the limit on the PS4. Wow, I said PS4, but that wouldn't take too many pieces. So that's something you could do. Let me go ahead and get the HUD back off the screen. There we go. So as we enter the park, I notice there's a little parking lot to the right, so we'll take a look at that in a second. But I really like what you did here, and I feel like people don't think about doing stuff like this enough, where you just change the pathing type. And those two pathing types really go well together. It almost looks like a checkers board. But this is really cool visual too, right when you enter, seeing the waterfall and stuff. And I love the music. Hopefully you guys are able to hear the music properly. And we come this way, so I guess this is supposed to be... Okay, so this would be like a little parking lot. So I guess this would be... Oh, okay. So here's the entrance. Because I did take a brief look at this. My first thought was, I was like, I didn't see. I guess I just didn't notice this part here. I was like, where do the cars go to? But really good job. And one thing you can do is I know you kind of ran out of limit, but you could use wall pieces, cement pieces to kind of create a little tunnel to mask it. But either way, it looks really cool. I like this little walkway as well right here. And this is a nice little parking lot. It's nothing too crazy, but you're trying to add that extra little sense of realism, which is really cool. Really, really well done. And one thing too, I know you mentioned that you said thank you for people who put stuff on the workshop. So I would like to know which of these creations maybe you got off the workshop and stuff, because that's always good to kind of credit the creators, but also to know kind of that part of it. But love this entrance, really majestic, really feels like a kind of Hollywood studio, not Hollywood Studios, Universal Studios type entrance. And I love this main street. You got the sound stage, Chief Beef. I mean, this is really well put together. And you get it all at angles. We got the police station, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's what I think of. Got the Firehouse Restaurant, burritos. Oh, that's a cool touch, doing that. Is that just a TV screen? Or, yeah, really, really cool. Ooh, you got the bell tower. Awesome. Oh, look at this, Maddie. Iron Maddie's milkshakes. That's fantastic right there. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot and send this to you. But I like too how with the bathrooms here, you've got the fire station kind of right next to it. Kind of gives that realism sense of where you're at. Now, one thing I would do is I'd put a little wall over this just to kind of create that, kind of hide the actual stall portion of it. But this is beautiful. Really well done. Okay, and you got all these different building styles that you're putting together, but they all really work. And this is almost giving me a little, like I like the colors you used and how it's almost like a sound stage with how you did the rafters and stuff. So downtown, okay. Yeah. Maybe the only thing I'd suggest is doing some kind of little trim, kind of separating the wooden piece and the brick piece, just to kind of have there be a obvious distinction between the two. So really, really well done. Oh, Tommy, let's see, General Store. It's cool. We got Tommy CM's tees. Oh, okay. These must be. Do you have t-shirts in here? These must be Tommy's t-shirts, maybe. Ones he made. I'll need to ask him about that, but that's really cool. Pay here. Really well done. And we've got little brochures, little things. What are those books? Yep. Wow, this is really well done. Great job. And I know wait, the Tommy CMs and T's or Tommy TM's T's. Okay, well I know Tommy P has put some stuff like this on the workshop, so I wonder if any of this was his creations too. But this is just really well done. Fantastic job. So Wonder City. So we got lights, camera, action. Ooh. Let's head right first. Once again, another little building with just a little good use of the doors there too. So a little stall. Oh, that's kind of cool. Makes it look like you got the downtown street using that painting. Top Gun. Okay. So Top Gun represents this is one a flat ride. A nice queue. Nice job with the building too, kind of making it look like a hangar. And I like the realism too of adding these little panels with the wires and stuff. That's a really good touch. And then you've got this fencing here, kind of separating what's back here. So that's a good job. Oh, my cats look like they're about to start playing with each other. Yeah, that would this is one of those flat rides that gets a very emphatic no from me. Like, what in the world? I don't know if I've really ever watched this flat ride that much, but this would be one that I definitely would not ride in real life. Wow, this is a really good job with the theming and kind of the scenery around it, and I like this building as well. So really good touch. We got a climbing wall. I like too how you made it look like there's would actually be a way for the guests to get in there and so forth. Really, really well done. I just don't know why the texture does this sometimes. It's just crazy to me that Frontier can't figure that out. All right, so we got Space Invaders. I have no idea what this is going to be, but it's probably going to be awesome. Okay, so good job with the queue. So let's see at nighttime real quick. Oh yeah, I like the coloring in here at night. Really well done. Oh, this is a little... Okay, cool. Space Invaders, interactive shooting ride. Okay. Let's see. Let's pause this so we can get on the correct train. There we go. All right. She looks really excited to do this ride. I'll be honest, I've never made one of these before. Now, this might be a dumb question because I said I've never done one of these before. Can you actually play the guest and actually shoot the gun at these targets? I would love to know. Wow, this is well done. And it keeps on going. All right, looks like we probably are coming back to the station now. Yeah, really, really cool touch on that ride. I was not expecting that type of ride, and as you can see and hear, oh my gosh, my cat's going crazy. All right, so, this isn't anything that's overly, like, it's not a very large space necessarily, but since it weaves in and out, it still takes a good amount of time for this ride. So I think that's a really, really well done. Good job with the scenery and so forth. So really, really good job. So now, let's, okay, so there's the exit. Oh, nice. You exit through a little gift shop. Really nice touch. Bikini Bottom. We gotta go on Temple Run. And I think he said check out the coasters at night. So we're gonna ride most of these coasters at night unless I can tell that it doesn't look too lit up at night. So that's what the description says. But really good use of the temple pieces here and using that kind of ivy and vines kind of hanging. Really, really well done. Nice station, enough lighting. This is one of those mine trains that swings. Okay. So I feel like this is one we got right front bumper on these. I could be wrong though, but let's go ahead and wait for the coaster to start. While we're doing that, let's look at the stats real quick. Which, the results don't really matter too much with these, but G-forces look really good. Biggest drop, 69 feet, so it's got a good hill. Good size hill for a mine train coaster. Oh, I like this to begin the ride. That was really good. And if we just take a look at the scenery, like I was not expecting to kind of go through a tunnel at first, just being honest. So that's really well done. But I really like this part when you're taking the chain going up the lift hill. You're coming out of this little jungle spot, which actually this looks pretty cool how you kind of theme this area because nobody's ever going to see this spot. So it's kind of like, why waste a lot of pieces up there necessarily unless you have all the extra ability to? So I think that's a really well done, and then really well themed. Lighting was good for being a mine train coaster, but not actually like dealing with mountains and stuff too much. Like you did a really good job of theming it up, and because I know a lot of times on mine train coasters, you kind of use the terrain to kind of match kind of the track sometimes, but this is a really good job of just kind of theming around it and using lighting and the temple and adventure pieces. So really good job. Let's go back to daytime. Oh, hold on. Let's look at Bikini Bottom over here. SpongeBob. Yeah, so this is right away. You definitely know where you're at just by seeing this. Um, I forget what those are called in the show because it has been years since I've seen Bikini Bottom. But you got Krusty Krab, which looks nice. So this is a really good job. And you got the Chump Bucket, I'm guessing. Is that what it's called? And you just got this flat right here. So that's really well done. Now let me go back to daytime. So lights, camera, action. We got a Magic Tour Cinema. Okay, so we got information booth there, which is nice. So that looks like the exit. And this must be the entrance. Okay. Is the person in the wall? Yeah. Oh, look at there's the head. Yeah. All right. Um. Oh, this is cool. This really feels like you're waiting in line for like a movie premiere or something. Like I remember waiting in line for one of the Harry Potter movies when I was younger, and like a teenager in high school or even younger, and you're in a movie theater that looks kind of like this. Really well done. Then we come out here outside, and nice little station. You varied it up, or you kept it basically the same, but you've got a little architectural design. You've got color schemes. So that's really cool. Really cool touch. Now, what's the best way to ride these type of magic tours? So let's see. All right, so let me pause this for 1 second because I want to see interest. I feel like chase mode would be the best. Is that right? No, let's look at All right, we're gonna sit right here. I like how you really made use of these sound studio pieces and buildings. That's a cool touch. You know, what if we did... yeah, let's just do orbit. This is cool, though, like you're watching a movie scene being filmed. Really cool touch. Get hippos. I don't know that reference. Honey, it's raining meatballs. I'll be honest. Jurassic Park. And guys, please tell me in the comments below, what do you think is the best camera to use for... Oh, that's cool. For this type of ride. I don't know if this is the best one. To me, this looks like it because you can see kind of the guest reactions, everything around it. Oh, we got Velociraptor. Gosh, it looks like it's out of his cage. So let's see, is this a particular movie or opening up a box? Really cool to kind of create the different kind of living room sets. And I do like too how you've got the entire ride kind of sectioned off with fencing. I think that's just a good touch. So really, really cool. Really enjoyed that. You know, I know you kind of ran out of space here, but you can do, like, just using the terrain paint a little bit. I don't know. Let's see what terrain paint you've got. So you got rock, grass, concrete, snow, sand. So you can even do something just kind of add some different texture to it instead of it just being this green. Oops, hold on. Yeah, this is where Iron Matty really excels. He excels with a lot of things. One of them is really doing the terrain paint well. So even just something like that, like it just differs it up a little bit, and then you can kind of put down some rocks, a little bit of bushes, stuff like that. That's one suggestion I'd have. It's just terrain painting a fair amount, because you don't really see a lot of places in theme parks with this perfectly green grass. At least the ones I've been to. So we got a nice little diner here. Good job with a bathroom. Then this is gonna be like a little store. Oops, hold on. Mad Max. Okay. Never seen the movie Mad Max, so I won't get these references, but I just know it's in like a very deserty region. It's kind of where the movie takes place. I don't know if it's a fictional spot or anything, but yeah, so I think it's got Tom Hardy. Is that right? Because I really like Tom Hardy. All right, while we're waiting for the coaster to get started, let's look at the stats. Everything's in all green, which is fantastic. Lateral G-force is maybe a little bit high. Biggest drop 67 feet, max speed 59 miles per hour. This is obviously a Copperhead Strike coaster. Oh, that's really cool theming. All right, so there we go. That was the coaster. Yeah, I think it's a good coaster. I think the layout is strong. I think a couple areas needed a little bit more smoothing, um, like the custom inversion at the end, and there are a couple of spots too. But I think the only thing is, I'd say I think this first launch is a little bit too fast, and the reason that I say that is, all right. So let's see. As this coaster car comes, look how quick it goes through some of these elements. Like this, it goes way too fast over this corkscrew, in my opinion. Let's see. But I do, I mean, that is a really cool launch area. Really well done. Let's see. Yeah, it just kind of whips them too quick. And then especially, where is it? This kind of little barrel roll or heartline roll. Yeah, the second one's good. This first one, I feel like it goes through a little bit quick. So I would just turn the launch down just a little bit. That's just my personal opinion on that. I think it was this area that just needed a little bit of smoothing. This kind of little spot right there. I can't. There we go. All right, but yeah, I mean, really good theming. From what I know about Mad Max, I mean, this definitely looks like it would fit the theming of that movie. Really, really well done here with this. So I know the actors in that movie and the cars they have are all kind of they're got a lot of weapons they can use to say the least. So really, really well done. And I just love this area here. I mean, my goodness, this is awesome. Just fantastic. Fantastic. Only thing I'd say from a building standpoint is maybe having the wooden beams, having a wooden beam kind of go across from a structural sense, and then also would give kind of a nice look to it. But then you know what? Never mind, because with how low this is, that would mess up the visual of some of the other stuff in this room. So never mind about that. This is fantastic. Really well done. Nice coaster. I think the theming on this coaster is extremely good. I think in terms of a coaster, I like the other one a little bit more, but this is still a good coaster. Let's see here. Yeah, did you, yeah, last thing I would do as well is I would put up some fencing. So you've done it there. I would just continue that along this way. And same thing here, just so in theory, you can't have any guests that walk over here and decide to, hey, I want to jump off the side or something, right? Really well done. So now, power hammer. Nice. Now, I do know this sign was made by 362 pieces in that one sign. This is insane. Oh my gosh. I know this sign was made by, is it Mavs Fan 4 or was it Boz? Oh my gosh, I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know it's one of those two. I know these lockers are by Tommy P, but really good job integrating into the park right here. Really, really well done. So we got another stall, another food stall. This is where we get the exit for the sundial. And got a little staff area back here, which is nice. Nice touch. I don't know what that is supposed to be, but it looks awesome. Whatever that is supposed to be. What is this ride called? Dr. Robotnik. I don't know. Jasmine, I don't have kids yet, so I don't know if that's a kids show or anything, but that looks awesome. And so this must be a Sonic the Hedgehog ride. Yeah, Sonic Rush. Love it so far. Love the use of the flowers there. I mean, that's a really cool touch to kind of add that color that you see when you're here at guest view. Station colors look good. I mean, sightlines in this park are really good because you kind of hidden what needs to be hidden. But with these hills, you can kind of see a little bit in the distance, which is nice. And then we got a nice station here. It's open. I like that kind of metallic-y red look. Really well done. So this is a single rail. So if we look at the stats, everything looks good. Biggest drop 95 feet. G-force is good. It's got 3 inversions. Wow. Other than the fact of how quick it kind of comes into the station at the end, what a coaster. Fantastic. I mean, just really well done. It books it up that lift hill. um, oh, that was awesome. And I love the fact that you changed the colors of some things, like right here, to make it seem like you're kind of going through the coin or whatever it is that you always try to pick up. And then having those kind of placed around the ride is just a really cool touch. Fantastic. Absolutely loved it. And I believe that we have seen everything in this park. And I hope I looked in at enough detail with a lot of this stuff. But really, really well done. How this is looks great. I love once again. I love these kind of buildings being back here, and how in this ride you go kind of all through this back portion of the kind of the park. Really, really well done. And for some of you who play on PS4 who kind of wonder maybe how this much stuff has been fit in this park, because this is a lot to be in a PS4 park. I think the fact that there's just three coasters, because the coasters do take up a lot of percentage, but then also paths kill the percentage counter. If you think about where the paths are actually located at, it's basically just in this. Let's see, it's just basically so here, there, right? So a lot of this, what you see, is not like none of this is actually using pathing at all, right? Which doesn't use as much of the counter in relation to the paths. But this was a really well done park. I need to do more of these movie parks because it's really kind of fun to kind of look at them and stuff and see the references that I can maybe pick up on and stuff like that. But once again, fantastic job. Make sure to go into the workshop to download and rate. And as always, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Talk to you guys later.